Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Dave. I'm a licensed podiatrist. Thanks for watching my video on my Frugal Foot YouTube channel. I have an interesting video for you today because we're going to discuss why shoes don't always match your shoe size when you buy them. And I'll explain that for you in just a second. I do want to give a quick shout out to Prism51 who left a really good question on my Morton's Neuroma video about having your inserts recalibrated if you lose weight. Go check out the answer to that one. It's under the video, what is Morton's Neuroma? Very good question. All right, let's talk about this shoe size dilemma. You know, I'm a very reliable size 9D. Every single time, 9D for years. Yet occasionally I will pick a 9D shoe off of the shelf and try it on, and it will be too tight, or it might be too short or too long. Why is that? Well, the answer is, well, to start, we have to talk about this. Now, if you're under the age of 50, you may not know what this is. If you're older than 50, you're probably well accustomed to this. It's called a Brannock device. It was invented in the mid-20s by Charles Brannock, and it's an ingenious device because it allows you to measure heel to toe, heel to arch, and the width of the foot, both the right and the left, all with the same instrument. Very cool. Now, this works really, really well in determining the size of the shoe, but it also requires all of the shoe companies to be on board in using the Brannock device as the standard, so that if you measure out a 9D on the Brannock device, then the shoe will match that and you know you're getting a 9D. Well, back in the 20s, all the way until probably the 70s and 80s, maybe even the 90s, you could rely on this because most of the shoes were made in a Western country like the United States or in Europe. But things have changed, and now a lot of the shoes are made overseas in China. This pair is made in Indonesia. And if that particular factory is not using the Brannock device as a calibration tool, well, then there's no guarantee that a 9D is a 9D anymore. And so you have a bit of a problem. And you have to be very, very careful of this, because if you just rely on the number, then you might find that you're squeezing your foot into a shoe that is not going to be healthy for you. So what do you do? Well, these are some quick tips that you should follow when you're shopping for shoes. Number one, go at the end of the day. Your feet will be most swollen because you have been standing. It's better to try a shoe on when your foot is more swollen than when it's not. Number two, have someone go with you that can reach down and check the width and the length of your shoe. Your foot should not be bulging on the sides of the shoe. It shouldn't be pushing the shoe out on the sides. It should be very, very comfortable. There should be room for your foot to breathe in there a little bit. It should not be sloppy. There shouldn't be wrinkles in the uppers of the shoes because the shoe then is too sloppy on you. The length of the shoe should be a thumbnail's width from the tip of your longest toe, and it may be your second or third toe that is longer than your great toe, but whichever toe it is, there should be a thumbnail distance between the tip of your toe and the end of the shoe. You do not want to have your toes touching the end of the shoe. That is not good. You also want to have good heel counter support. It should hug your foot, but it should not be too tight where it's causing any kind of constriction. So look at those. Those are primary features when you're going shoe shopping nowadays, because unfortunately you're hard pressed to find somebody at the store that can actually help you and is knowledgeable on the features of the shoe and how well it should fit, and you probably can't even find one of these anymore. So if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching. I'm Dr. Dave, and I'll see you on my next Frugal Foot video.